What's going on? Ronniespe coming back. So yeah, no, I've been getting a lot of feedback lately, and I appreciate all the supporters and new subscribers. I've been getting a lot of questions on like how I do it and motivating and inspiring people. So I want to say thank y'all for subscribing and being inspired. So I developed a quick, short list of habits that I think each driver should have if you want to be successful. Let me take these glasses off so y'all can take me serious. Okay, so I know a lot of people, once they began driving, it's like they're super excited, but like they really haven't learned and developed the habits to drive and be successful and be consistent. The way I look at it is, well, before I go into detail, all right, the theory of like being a rideshare, like Uber and Lyft driver, is pretty simple. You online, you make money. The longer you're online and long as it's like things are going on, especially if you like in a major city, you should be able to make money. But what people don't understand is like the emotions that go behind it. The emotions is missing. So the theory is, I'm online, I drive, I make money. Simple. But now, the discipline that's behind it. Like when it's time for you to wake up, get out there and drive, are you gonna get up and do it? Are you gonna sleep in? Are you gonna hang out with friends? Are you gonna hang out with your girlfriend? Are you gonna hang out with your boyfriend, family members, etc.? That's what separates a lot of the people. Because it's so easy to get distracted, especially if you're doing this full time. Because if you're working a 9 to 5, it's totally different. Because if you got a job and you got a set schedule, your ass gonna be there. But doing this, you could be driving like an hour or two, somebody hit you up, hey, let's do this, okay. Then next you out, enjoying yourself, having a good time. So this is a short list I came up with. So for the new drivers, I think number one thing that you should have is a plan. I think, okay, once you start driving, what do you want to do long term? Like, what is like a plan? How are you going to use driving to leverage, to get to what you want to do? Makes sense, right? I think that would help a lot of people, strive for what they really going after. Because if you keep that goal in mind and you striving for it, it's a lot easier to get out there and drive compared to you not having a plan and you not knowing where you're going. That's where all the frustration comes. Like people don't know where they're going. It's like they lack that vision. So it just seems like they just driving and it's like they're not happy and it's a terrible feeling to be in. So number one is a plan. Let me see number two is, I got it on my phone. Number two, I think a lot of drivers need to take more accountability. Because if you think of it like this, each platform, Uber and Lyft, those ones I mainly focus on. Uber and Lyft, they allow each driver to drive 12 hours a day before they require you to take a 6-hour break. So let's do some math real quick. 12 times 6 is what? No, 12 times 7, 7 days a week, I'm sorry. 12 times 7 is what? 84. So you get a maximum of 84 hours a week to drive. So, how many people are really driving 84 hours? I've done it. Have you? Not many drivers have. So if you can't make money in 84 hours, that's your problem. Or maybe it's not for you, either or. So accountability is number one because you have 84 hours to make money. I got something in my eye. Another thing that comes with accountability is a mindset. Me personally, I have a winner's mindset. Whatever happens, it's my fault. If it's good, it's my fault. If it's bad, it's my fault. I think if more people had that attitude, they'll cause themselves less frustration and they'll have more of a positive attitude towards, making money. Because if you look and focus on a whole bunch of external things like how much money Uber is taking, competition, a whole bunch of other stuff that really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's binary. Regardless of what goes on externally, it comes down to two decisions. Are you gonna drive or not? Because if you're going to complain and drive, it's stupid. Because you bitching and complaining, but yet you still driving. It's like, no. Like, we trying to be happy. We trying to make money and get the fuck on and do something else, long term. So it's like, you have to make a decision to be happy and just go whatever comes with it, comes with it. That's how I look at it. Because I don't care what Uber do. I don't care what they take. I don't care about the surges. I don't care about a whole bunch of social justice issues. I don't care about none of that. I just care about making this money. And I'm happy. So accountability. Because like at the end of the day, you made a conscious decision to become a driver. So it's like, why not try to be happy and try to not maximize your potential to make money? Right? Makes sense. Okay, let's move on to number 3. What do I get for number 3? Oh, organization. You need to be organized. This is very hard because your emotions, like, a lot of people are just all over the place. They have no fucking structure. I'm starting to get better at it because you gotta be structured. You gotta be able to, plan things, plan your day out, plan your week out, plan out your life. Keep track of your expenses, keep track of your mileage, all those things. So you have to be organized. This is not a 9-to-5 where you can be complacent. It's like, if you want to really strive to be an entrepreneur and be self-employed, you're going to have to learn organization. Otherwise, you're going to find out how much money that you just letting go. And that's one of the hard things about like the behaviors that's with it. A lot of people aren't organized. You see? Number 4, focus and discipline. So you need focus because there's gonna be a whole bunch of external things that's going on, man. Like the more you start driving, the more you're gonna start talking to people, learn about new things, learn about more things that's in the city and more things to do. And you're gonna start gaining all kind of knowledge. But you gotta be focused on your goal and not let, friends, family, steer you off your path. And discipline. Okay, so the discipline I set for myself is, I know I'm gonna drive at least 60 hours a week. I used to drive way more, but 60 hours is good enough for me. So regardless of what time I wake up, what happens, I have to get my 60 hours in. You must make it a must to do at least the time that you set for yourself. I mean, most people are not gonna be able to drive 60 plus hours because, they got family, another job, whatever. But whatever time that you need, whatever time that you set for yourself, if you say you're gonna drive 30 hours, do it. And have no excuses. Make sure you do it. You have 7 days to do it. Just make sure you get it done. Because if you look at some of my videos, at the times that I start, sometimes it's 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. But lately it's been like 9, 10 a.m. And I'll still do it. I learned over years, that's what it's about, discipline. It's not motivation. I think motivation is bullshit. You don't have to be motivated. I'm not always motivated to do this, but I find some type of way to get done. Cause trust me, it's days where I'm like, damn, man, I do not want to drive anymore. Like even yesterday, I was like, damn, I want to go home. But then I started thinking like, okay, if I do go home, how would I feel and how would it affect me? And not only how it affect me, it's not even about me no more. It's more about you guys and helping y'all. I started thinking about, okay, how would it affect like my fans and new subscribers and the new people that's trying to drive? It's gonna affect y'all way more than me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it done so they can see. Because if I'm telling y'all what to do, of course I have to be living it, duh. So yeah, you have to be disciplined, man. You have to get these hours in because if you lack discipline, if you drive, let's say 30 hours one week, 10 hours next week, 15 hours the other week, it's like, no, it's not gonna work because you're gonna start suffering. The next thing you know, you're gonna start getting behind. Been there, done that. That's how I'm able to speak on it. That's why also this doesn't work for a lot of people because they lack that discipline, man. Like it's totally different than going to a job because you have to be self-motivated. You have to be like what's a word? Personal, like sovereign. Like I think that's the word. Personal sovereignty. Yeah, I guess you have to strive for that. Everything. Self-accountability. You have to be accountable. Everything is on you. everything. Let's see what I got next. Oh yeah, you have to save money. You have to at least save a couple $1,000s, you know. And it's not as hard as it may sound, especially if you got one job or if you're doing this full time and you're grinding. Because if you're making like 15, you know, like 2,000 a week, it should be easy to save money. Because you could save, let's say you make 2,000, you could put like 500 in your checking for like gas and food for the week, or like you could switch it up a little bit depending on like if you have bills for that week, and you could save like $1,000. That way you put the 1,000 to your savings, and over like let's say 3 weeks, you want I say a sufficient savings for like repairs and maintenance and for like emergencies. I think a sufficient amount is like 3,000. It doesn't have to be like something crazy, because out of all the repairs I've had, I think the most expensive one was probably like $1,900. I don't think I ever had like a repair that was like $2,000. So I think 3,000 is enough. So you want to at least make sure that that's the first thing you do once you start driving. Make sure you set up an emergency fund, at least $3,000 for yourself. Get some wine real quick. What else we have? Taking care of your body. This is another hard thing. Trust me. You want to eat right, or eat best as possible. Drink a lot of water. Try not to eat a whole bunch of like fatty foods when you driving, or overeat. Because trust me, like if you overeat and eat a bunch of fatty foods while you're driving, it's gonna make you like super lethargic. So you want to eat healthy, drink water, you know, stretch, you know, get you a foam roller, you know, do like some cardio, you know, throughout the day, or like throughout the week, I mean. So like, since I drive 10 to 12 hours a day, you know, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, my body aches. So in between trips, I'll get out, do some push-ups, because I carry my perfect push-ups with me, or I'll take a quick stretch, or I'll just like simply go off a line, you know, maybe take a quick break, you know, get a snack, you know, just walk around a little bit, you know, because you need to stretch out your body, stretch out your limbs, man. That's super important, because being sedentary, you know, for hours and hours at a time, that could really affect your health. Like, trust me, it could really affect your health. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it I got right now. I mean, eventually I could go more in detail in it a little bit later. I was just trying to develop a quick short list, since I had some time right now to share with y'all what I think a lot of drivers need. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, eventually I'll probably do another one of these videos, go more into detail, or just break it down break it down like chronologically and make it a lot better, more concise, give it more thought. I was just really, came up with something like 20 minutes just to share with y'all, because I know a lot of people have been asking questions and I was just trying to share something. So anyways, follow me on Instagram at Ronniespe. So that's RONNIESPE, Ronniespe. And also, man, a lot of y'all not even subscribe to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, you know, comment, share, like the video for me, and shit, just be tuned for the weekly updates. I'm gonna keep going. I know I'm having a lot more fun at it now, because in the past I was just driving and eventually got boring. So I was like, man, all I'm doing is driving. But it's a lot better now, because I'm helping people out and I'm trying to, you know, develop some type of community. Because there's plenty of communities out there, or plenty of channels out there, people just talking about striking and they just super upset. I don't think that really helps anybody, because you're not developing the habits to be successful. I think that's what it's really about. You know, putting in the work now and developing the habits to be successful. I mean, if you can't drive 60, 70 hours a week, or, you know, be consistent at doing this, how can you be consistent and working hard at anything else to be successful? You know, you talk about striking and doing all this other stuff, and yeah, we showed them, we're gonna show them. You ain't gonna show them shit. They don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about you. So you gotta make shit happen on your own. So that's how I look at it. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. About to finish my wine and figure something else out to do. So I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.